In today's video, I'll be discussing the 501 KSU, which is a 182 key system. One of my YouTube subscribers had asked me to do a video talking about this. The 501 KSU is a 6-line KSU. However, my KSU is configured for 4 lines. Then music on hold, which is the sandbar FM card. I also have the music on hold card on the back here. I'll show you in a second. And then the dial selective intercom unit. My KSU was built by a guy who did install these for a living, as well as central offices for the phone company. So he knows his stuff. I don't know what brand who made the KSU. However, you know, I got ITT cards and I have a Western Electric power unit. Then I have a Teltone dial selective intercom unit. So this is what it looks like. And here you have line 1, 2, 3, 4, FM receiver card, and then the manual intercom card for the intercom unit. Normally that's not required. However, for some odd reason for my KSU, the intercom unit wouldn't work properly without that, so he left that in. And A battery is for which is talk battery. B battery is signal, but you can really use A battery for anything really in reality. A is just filter and B is unfiltered. And those are ITT cards. You can use any line card in there. Western Electric, ITT, Stromberg Carlson, AE Electric, GTE, which is the same thing. But mostly you will find either, or in sandbar, Western, ITT, and sandbar is usually the ones you can find on eBay. Every once in a while you see a GTE, which is AE, automatic electric. And that is the rare, very rare, ITT 403 music on hold card. The sandbar FM card and the music on hold card are not plug and play cards in the regular. You cannot plug into a regular socket without doing rewiring, as you will cause damage. It will blow, you know, the card will blow up. For the FM card, you gotta make sure you don't have power on pins 3 and 18, which is A battery. You have to change the pins on that. And for sure, you definitely do not want to plug in the music on hold card without doing major rewiring. So I just added it to the back of here. And then I have the Teltone C19, which is a rotary or touch tone combination intercom unit, which is a dial selective intercom, meaning you pick up the phone and, for instance, if you want dial extension 3, you hit 3 and it buzz, or you can have it ring, depending what your audible input is. Beside the intercom unit is the paging access module that I found on eBay, which is also rare, which is a Teltone PA14. It has outputs for music on background music to be muted during the page, as well as a contact closure, which you can add a relay or you can use a multi-tone generator for a pre-announced tone. This does not do a pre-announced tone. On the left-hand side, you're looking at the connection block for the stations. Let's see if I can get it zoomed in here. There we go. You have for line 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 is not being used. You have your tip and ring, A leads, and lamp ground. And below that, you will have your intercom line, tip and ring and lamp ground. Like I said, I am in the process of installing the music on hold as well as the Tone PA14 module. And over here are just spare lugs. Now with this connection block, they are connected from left to right, meaning all the lugs are connected. They're not divided. However, the right block is divided in the middle. So, for instance, the connections from here to here are not connected. It's divided in the middle. On here, you got your dial selective intercom unit connections. Then you have your audible ringing output, which is the R1 and B1 and R1 connections. That's if you want to do, you take the connections from there and hook it up to the common audible. But if you don't want common audible, you can do dial matrix ringing. And then you have your common audible, meaning if you want line 1 to ring on all the telephones, that's how you would do that. At the very bottom, on the right hand side, you got your power supply connections. Then in the middle where it says tip and ring, that's the input for the phone lines from the phone company side. Where it says LW to RN, that's where you have your interrupter connections for the interrupter. And at the very right hand side towards the top is the connections for the A battery for pins 3 and 18. But they're not connected. The only ones that are connected is for slot 6 for the manual intercom. That's the interrupter. This KSU does have a cover. Overall, I'm very happy with it. So this is just a step up above the 551 KSU. The 551 KSU is a 4-line KSU. You can have it for 3 phone lines plus a manual intercom, or 4 phone lines plus a dial selective intercom, which you would have to, I believe you would probably have, the best way to do is externally with a punch down block. And I do have plans of getting some relays and hooking them up for special ringing, which I do have a video on that, as well as controlling other stuff on the KSU. If you don't have a Sandbar FM receiver card, no worries. You can use any output from a boom box or wherever the case may be for your music on hold. You can use your computer output, or you can have a Bogan FM receiver. I'm planning on having a relay to select from 2 radio stations maybe, or a radio station plus the music on my computer maybe. But ITT Western Electric cards do require a special music on hold card for them to work. Now, you can do music on hold for 1 line without the music on hold card. When you do more than one, you do have to have the special card for audio isolation. And then the transformer. I believe Sandbar, AE, which is GTE, Northern Electric, they don't need a music on hold card because they do music on hold on pins 3 and 18, and the cards have the isolation transformer, if that's the correct terminology, on the card itself. So that's another option, another way to go. And you can have the line cards. You can have it. There's an option on there. Actually, I'm going to pull it out and show you. By the way, don't ever grab your card and touch it like this, pulling it out, because that is live voltage. Grab it by the handle. There is jumpers on here right there where you can have interrupted ringing by the interrupter or solid ringing, but make sure you do have the practice on that before you do that. But like I said, I'm very happy with the KSU. I was very happy with the price I paid, because the guy who, you know, put it together and wired it knew what he was doing. And once I was in, getting involved in 1A2, I didn't understand the wiring, but now I do. And this would be very simple, be very easy to wire up if you know what you're doing. I'm kind of debating right now, because I do have a Valcom intercom unit, and Valcom units do provide dial tone, and I'm trying to I'm kind of thinking maybe I just swap the tone out and rewire it, because they're not exactly pin to pin, but pretty close, or just use my other Valcom unit just for the dial tone. I don't know, just have to think about that. But this thing is heavy, so you got, there's another thing you need to think about. If you do have any questions or comments, please post them below. Oh, I forgot to mention. You got your 18-volt AC for buzzers. You got your 10-volt right here for the interrupter or lamp, or vice versa. I don't know which is which. But one is for the interrupter, and then one is for the lamps for the phone. And then you got your A and B battery. And you got your grounds. If you do have any questions or comments, please post them below.